so it's the mighty Chewbacca. Oh. Finally, we have you. So Chewbacca this is the Chewbacca expansion pack from Wave 1 of Imperial Assault. At last, oh look at it, it says, I didn't even read that, I just said, at last we have the mighty Chewbacca. Bring undying loyalty to your Imperial Assault game with Chewbacca, Loyal Wookiee. Battle alongside Chewbacca in any campaign with the Celebration side mission. In addition, this pack contains new command cards and 2 unique skirmish missions for head-to-head play. Let's bust it open. And I've pre-cut all of these so I don't have to sit here and fiddle with trying to cut these out in front of you. Alright, so here he is. That is our favorite Wookiee. Right there with his bowcaster. A lot of hair on these guys. Pretty good. A little bit of molding line right around here, but it doesn't bother me all that bad. But that's Chewie. So I kind of like the pose on Garkan a little better, but he's good. He looks great. So, alright, there's Chewie. Now I'm going to show you the skirmish map, and then we'll look at the campaign after that. So here's the skirmish map he comes with. It's a big one. So pause if you want to read it. Hopefully you can. And then, oh, and here, spoilers, here's the back side. This is the mission. If you don't want to read it, then skip now. Alright. Okay. So that's the end of that. Now let's look at the cards. This is the meat and potatoes of it, right? Well, you could say the mini is also. But now you can actually use them in tournament skirmishes. So, first off, we've got Chewbacca. Now, I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same as the Chewbacca card that you've already got. Well, let's see. I've got my base game cards right over here. Let's compare it. 14, Protector, Slam. Yep, he's the same. Okay. Just had to make sure. Alright. So, yeah, he's the same. Nothing new there, but, you know, there you go. And then he's got his mission card. And then the skirmish cards. Alright. Now let's look at the command deck upgrade. Wookiee Rage. This targets any Wookiee. So now you've got 2 Wookiees available for skirmish play. So that's a possible build idea, right? If you're going to use them, maybe you use both Wookiees. So, because then you'd have a melee and a ranged too. So, choose an adjacent hostile figure. The chosen figure suffers 1 damage for each damage you have suffered, to a maximum of 3. Now this actually seems really powerful, especially, you know, like these Wookiees have a lot of health. Like Chewie's got 14 health. I don't remember how many Garkan has, but they're basically like tanks. And so it's an easy way for you to do 3 extra damage, especially in skirmish. This is pretty cool because, you know, normally you can only, you know, you can attack once and that's your damage. But this is a way to do 3 more, provided you've taken damage. Of course, maybe if this card, you know, if your opponent is aware of this card, they won't want to hit you, which is fine with me. And you can use 2 of them. They cost 2 each, so they're not cheap, but you can have 2 of them. It's a great card. Probably, you know, 2 points for 3 damage. Sounds like a great idea. Alright. Now, Roar. Wookiee or creature. If you have suffered 3 or more damage, choose up to 3 adjacent hostile figures. Those figures become stunned. So, this is a great card. It looks like it's better for Garkan because he's melee, and he's more likely to be next to some people. But Chewie's got the slam, all right? So I don't know. He might be next to people too. But there's a theme here with, if you've suffered, damage, and you like 3 seems to be the magic number, so you want you guys to suffer 3 damage. So maybe you put some of those healing cards from some of the other expansions and these in there. That could, there's definitely some synergy. Hold ground for any guardian, and that would apply to Chewie, who is a smuggler, a Wookiee, and a guardian. Until the end of the round, small hostile figures cannot voluntarily exit spaces adjacent to you. So this is a lot. There's a lot of strategy in this. You could keep somebody from moving. That's insane. And especially if you haven't taken your 3 damage yet, this is a great way for you. Like, well, no, you guys have to stay next to me. So who are you going to attack? Might as well attack me. Cool card. Adrenaline. It looks like an album cover. Look at that artwork. Chewie looks just like he's on the cover of a CD or a record or something right there. Use at the start of a round. During this round, apply +5 health to each of your Wookiees. So another card that seems good for Wookiees. Now, I wonder how that... This card doesn't make... I have some questions about this card. It says, during this round, apply +5 health. So if I'm down to 1 hit point, does this bring me up to 6? And if so, then what happens next round? Right? Maybe I get hit 2 times. Am I dead next turn? So will this make me die the following turn if I drop below 5 health during the turn? Or does it only raise my max health? I have a feeling if I had to play it as it's written, I'm guessing it would make me die next turn. If I was down to 1 hit point, I played this, and then I took like 1 damage, and I stay alive for the rest of the turn, and then I'll die next turn. That's what I'm guessing. That's but hey, it's good to have it. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Debts repaid. This is Chewbacca only. Use when a friendly figure is defeated. Ready your deployment card and become focused. Now this is a great card. We've seen a card similar to this with Luke Skywalker after somebody else goes. So if you've got this card in your deck, or if you draw this card, you're going to want to probably activate Chewbacca first. So this way he's available to be ready, because a card like this is pointless if you haven't activated Chewbacca yet. But yeah, this is a great card. Of course, it costs 3. So, and it can only be played on Chewie. And then, when this is a reward card for the campaign, Intimidation. Deplete this card when you defeat the last figure in a group. Until the end of the mission, the deployment costs of that group is increased by 2. So it's a great way to, if you knock out some stormtroopers and you don't want the Imperial player to put stormtroopers back out quite so quickly. It's a reward. Alright. So, that is Chewie. That's the Chewbacca Ally Pack. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.